Divine day one no. Katata mara anyị mma. Ọmụ bụ mgbore dibịa Nwangwu uche ndụ. Bịa ka nye unu obere nkuzi. How are you all doing? Greetings to everyone. This is me, dibịa Nwangwu uche ndụ, teaching you, giving you expository information and knowledge on the Igbo culture and tradition. Today, I want us to talk about sacrifice. What is sacrifice? Sacrifice, is anything you give out to open your way, to make, to water the ground, to make this work for your good, to get blessings from the universe, to make your life easy, to remove blockages, There are different kinds of sacrifice. I hope you're aware. So you should learn to do rituals. Let's call it sacrifice, please, because once you say ritual, it might connote the negative ones, like there are people doing money ritual, human ritual, something like that. So you sacrifice each waja, aja. Yes, it's a road opener. It opens your way. We have different types of sacrifice, all right? But in essence, what I want you to know is your water people, your water family, you must, no matter what element that you are, if you are a fire, if you are air, if you are water, if you are earth, you must give sacrifice. Selfless one to open your way. So learn to give to water, Mother Earth, the spirit in your father's and mother's land. They require it, because this is very important and necessary for everyone, both young and old, wherever you are, in any part of the country that you are in. Take note. Sacrifice can be of different types, like I said before. Rendering help to people without requesting or require them to return that help back is a sacrifice on its own. Aside from going to water with items to appease your, your spiritual family in the water, aside from going to Ajani, aside from going to Ogugu, going to Ngene, to give, offerings. They have different types. You can choose to, sponsor people in school. Scholarship is a sacrifice. You can choose to give grants without expecting it to be repaid. It's a sacrifice. When you go to help someone who is incapacitated or is not, fit, not informed, you help the person, you cook, you bathe, you sweep, do laundry. It's a sacrifice. Whether you go to old people's home, to sit there, chat with them, take care of them, laugh with them, it's a kind of sacrifice. If you go to the motherless babies' home, community home, to, give them maybe food stuff, and the rest of it is all sacrifice. I hope you are getting my drift. Then the ones you take to the roadside, to the crossroad, they are sacrifice. The ones you blow out in the air, maybe using nzu or cinnamon, they are sacrifice. Anything you give to your spiritual guide is a sacrifice. It is a road opener, because this art can turn your life around. All right? Go to someone who is a spiritualist, a good one. You can gift them money to buy cola nut, kaolin, that's nzu, edo, even bell, any musical instrument for them to use for their isumage. There are so many ways you participate in this sacrifice without you knowing. Then another one is when the dibia or others will always remember you before the isumage more. When you bring those things or you give them money to do it for you, They remember you each time they are doing their morning ego for what you can say morning devotion. Your daily affirmation. It's a sacrifice. So the duty of that dibia is to always remember you, is to always mention your name before their spiritual guides. As they are working for the dibia, they are working for you too. So gifting that dibia is a sacrifice. Giving out airtime or data, to people like us who teach you freely online is another kind of sacrifice. Though I'm not begging for data, all right? I teach freely. And the thing is that most people don't value it, because what you give out free, people never value it, except when you charge them money. When you ask for money, you go see some now, they go tear eye, begin to talk rubbish, as if the person be fool. A graduate that answered her call. When I train myself for school, pay my school fees, nana. Pay money for consultation is a problem. You come to my inbox to tell me you don't think I am original. There are a lot of mad people on social media. There are a lot of mad people roaming around. Not only when you see them dressed with torn clothes, there are people who are normal, they fully clothed, they take their bath, they don't have any atom of insanity showing, but once they exhibit their character, you know that this person is a mad person, a lunatic. They ask, how can I believe that you are real? I want to call you video call. I want to call you so that, call me for what? Everybody have their way of doing things. You can't call me. My time is precious to me. Anything you have to say, you drop the voice note or you type it. I will get back to you. Some of you pretend as if it's important. The spiritual consultation is important. When you are giving audience, and I say, okay, let me go and look for the money. Some of you, your business is to stay online and be counting people's feet, hands and leg and hair. Whether the alpha money is small or big. They give the person data. When the person they come online, can't teach you free on their page. You don't consider all those things. Then when you are asked to pay money for consultation, you start saying, freely have you been given, freely have you received. As if free. I went and stole all those items from the market where they sell spiritual stuff. Sometimes our people, I don't want to get angry. I do not want to get angry. I just overlook such people and block them immediately. Me, I am a no-nonsense person. And I can't go to school, come be teacher. You want to come and, mess up around me. I'll show you the door. It's very hard for people to show appreciation. I'm not begging you to show me appreciation. There are some people, if they are moved by your teaching, they just come in but say, please, can I have your account number? I will ask the person, do you want to do spiritual consultation? The person will say yes. The next thing, alert will enter. I will say, okay, send your information. Say, no, I don't want to do I just want to appreciate you for the teaching, for opening my eyes, for talking to me, because something has been bothering me. And when I came across your message, you see those kind of people, it's a selfless sacrifice that they made. And from my heart of hearts, I do bless those people before my Izumez and more. Are you listening? Sometimes we make life difficult for us, whereas it's not meant to be. What will it take out of you to appreciate somebody? What? That is why you made some of these dibias to bill you. To bill you so much. Alright? Start asking. Some will say, hey, give me the list of the items. Let me go and buy. Well, if you can buy the list, the items on the list, why don't you do the spiritual work by yourself? Since you know about spiritual things. You should go there and haggle in the market. When you're around, eh? Since you can do that now, why don't you solve your problem? Some that believe that they are smart. Some after doing the spiritual work, their ways open. They can't even come back to appreciate. Do you see that? That appreciation is a sort of sacrifice. You might say you have paid the dibia, the bill, the work fee, the spiritual work fee. You might say you have paid that, and that is where it ends. Then are you sure that tomorrow you won't need the dibia service? If you are sure you don't no longer need the dibia service, oh, you can go. You don't need to show appreciation. Buying clothes for the homeless, whether in your family or anywhere, is a sacrifice too. Doing groceries, buying groceries for people, for families you see that they are very hungry. It's a sort of sacrifice. There are people who are so buoyant that every year they buy loads of, rice, beans, and share. Some ignorant ones will be saying that they are collecting their destiny. Destiny bokwoku, destiny nwa obalulu. Iwe na your rice, ago awe na agoge. Yeah? Sometimes some people, they use their mouth to close their destiny, to chase away their destiny helper. So you really need to be careful in everything that you do. Always show appreciation, even if it's not monetary. Just say thank you. Say thank you to the universe. Say thank you to your spiritual guide. I do that. I will sing to eulogize them. It's showing appreciation. It's sacrifice. You bring out your time. Most times I will feel so down, but my spirit will be telling me I should teach this, I should teach that. I'll say, the people that don't even show appreciation, even to, bring people to like my YouTube. Now, wahala. Is it this kind of people? They will use their negative aura to suppress you. They're all in all. We don't answer the call, I don't answer them. You won't be the one to, discourage me. Lie. You can't. So sacrifice is important. It may be once in a month. If you can afford it every 3 months, you use the money to do good things, not irrelevant things, so that you can draw the spirit close to you. Even alusi nwe obodo, alusi na-echekwa obodo, maọbụ alusi nwe mmiri. When you talk about alusi deities, it's the same thing in your church. They talk about angels. Do you know Angel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael? Do you know him? Even Jophel and Shaddai, do you know them? Ima bulufa, Fanazaf and Docha, Ima lofa. Then when you talk about the natural one that is in your family lineage, that you have been serving for years, you start screaming, oh, it's demonic. Oh. So, we really, have to bend our heads down, know our ancestral foundation, know those spirits that were so active that they were relegated to the background over the years. You can revive them, give them food. If you know the custodian, go and meet the custodian. I want to feed him more. I want to give him more food. Then you use your kola nut and ask for your heart desire. Sometimes you go to your village shrine or okumo and meet the Akajofo. What are you people lacking? What do you need? If he mentions the things they don't have, maybe like a hot drink, nzu, edo, mayonko, water, and the rest of it. Is it pot? The one that you used to cook for people now. Like here in my village. We have obundichi. There are things they like. Is it firewood? And the rest of it. You can supply them. Or you give the SM more money, akajofo, to go and get those things from the market. You know? It's sacrifice. It's not the one that you do. You start announcing to the whole world, na me buy this, or na me they supply them cola nuts, na me they supply them nuzu, na me they supply them hot drink. So it all depends. In whatever you do, be careful too. Because some people are damaged spiritually, therefore no matter how much they do appeasement, whatever, their work hardly get answered. And the only good option for those people is from time to time, choba haja, sacrifice, do sacrifice. Alright? Make sacrifice in your lifestyle, giving out, and you will see the difference. Allow people who can do it on your behalf. If you don't have the stamina, jecho adeze nwanyị na-eme mma ma ọ bụ adeze nwoke na-eme mma aka ji ọfọ eze mmụọ. A lot of them, they are keepers, custodians. You can even buy cars for them if you can afford it. Why can't you, renovate your village shrine, your obi, the general obi for the village? If you are Akonatakasi, why can't you do that? You can do that. Must there be more trek? Even if it is machine, buy for the person. Sponsor the festival. Somebody can sponsor Imoka, Egwu Imoka, or don't you know? Not only one person, a lot of people. You can sponsor the cow that will be killed on that day, all the cows. You can sponsor the musician, traditional musician that will come and play music on that day. You can sponsor the decoration, traditional decoration at the shrine. There are a lot of things that money is needed to execute during those festivals. It's a spiritual ceremony, and the gods of the land will bless you. Alusi Wobodo will bless you. And that's why we also bless you and open your way. So, if you can't make sacrifice in your lifestyle, contact people who can do it for you. Allow people do it for you on your behalf. Because these people, they are closer to this spirit than you, because they are called to serve. And they know the rules better than you. They also know that those spirits accept what those spirits accept and what they don't. They know the right thing to do and when to do it. Until you start seeing changes in your life, keep doing it. Sacrifice is not the one you give once. You run away. Like some will do some spiritual work, they will run away and say, I didn't see results. You think it's abracadabra. Your spiritual guide you have abandoned years. Suddenly you remember the ordinary. You came and did one spiritual work. Yeah, I didn't see the result of this, that. Nollywood has brainwashed a lot of you. A lot of you are hypocrites. You came back to ordinary without your church mindset, without your colonial mentality mindset, without your J-boy mindset. It's a continuous process. Even when you were active in the church, don't you give offering all the time? Don't you? Don't you do donation all the time? Donation na chupu mmadụ na how the kafana mom wage salary. They know when the salaries are being paid. That is it. You collect, don't you? And you give to them, your pastors and the rest. You sponsor their children. What about that? Tell them more. What about that, Dibia? But you will be comfortable to say that, look at all this work is in. It's not making enough money even to train his children in the university. If you can, give them scholarship, train them in the university, you will not die. They are serving the land. They are watering the ground for you. Sponsor their children. Let them learn any vocation, or skill. Let them acquire any skill. Is it a bad thing? Be a scholarship. Or you want to stay and be laughing at them? I don't understand. So these are the key people that can open the way for you. Excuse me. They know the right thing to do and when to do it. Then you will start seeing changes in your life. Keep doing it. It's a continuous process. It's not done just once in a month and you forget about it. We have 12 months in a year. If you want every 3 weeks, so I remember those days when I was in Celestial Church. Every 3 weeks or sometimes every month, I do saraka for my Indio to Dada. My Indio to Obanje. I will bring sweet things, 3 sweet things, you know. I will call the children. They will lay their hands on me, you know, and speak into my life. I will give them to share. Every time. Sometimes I go to the stream by myself. I carry fruit in basket. I give to my water people. There is nothing I want that they don't give to me. Even without even asking, I will just think it in my mind. Oh, I saw this watch I admire. I would love to have it. It won't be up to 1 week. Somebody will call me and gift me the exact wristwatch. This word is spiritual. Yes, I'm telling you. Is it when I entered the university? Do you know how I got the JAMB form? Free. I didn't pay money for that JAMB form. Somebody took it upon himself to pay for me. I was even begging me to go and write the exam. Somebody that I don't even know. He's not even a relative. He's not even a boyfriend. Not an acquaintance. Just the person saw me. Oh, I like the way you are. I like how you comport yourself. I've been observing you. You stay on your own. You speak good English. Why are you not in school? I said, I will still go to school, but I want to learn some skills. Say, what skill? Which one? The education is better. It's the best legacy. Why don't you go to school? I said, all right, I can. He said, I will sponsor you. Oh, really? I thought he was just joking. The next day, he brought the JAMB form to the house. That was when I knew he was serious. I collected it. I filled it. He said he would come back and collect it again. And when he came, he introduced himself to my family. My mom was like, who is this? What's the connection? Oh, God, what is the connection between you and my daughter? You are very much older than her. What is it? What are you looking for? He said, no, Mom, I like your daughter. She's intelligent. She's always neatly dressed. The clothes she wears, she irons it. That is all. I have sisters, but I want them to be like your daughter. I just admire her. That is all. And I want the best for her. I'm not even interested in marrying her. That my spirit asked me to do this for her. That's what I'm doing. You know? And what that man did was sacrifice. He tell you say, you know, if you use the money, do something. He tell you say, you know, get siblings. Can you see it? And he mentioned it to me. After buying that form, and I filled it, I went back to submit it. Something he was looking for so many years happened. He said that was when he knew that I was not ordinary. That was when he knew that the Spirit talking to him to do something for me. It's not ordinary. Anyway, that is by the way. Sacrifice is never in excess. Alright? It changes your life. Sacrifice draws you closer to fulfilling your destiny. It makes nature to help you. It makes every spirit in your path to help you. It makes your ancestors to help you. It makes your spiritual guides to help you. And without them, you are nothing. If you are not good at obeying instructions, just know how to do sacrifice, all right? And live in a conducive environment where you can safely go out in the night. If it requires the one you can do at night, you can do them by yourself. But if not, get someone, you know, to always do it for you. Whether you have done main appeasement or not, as long as you haven't seen results or your life keep going down, keep doing ritual sacrifice to facilitate the work you did earlier and attract mercy for yourself. Because some spiritual work takes time. This is what I always tell people. Spiritual work takes time. On there, it seeps in the ring, in the spiritual realm. They did deliberation, you know. They do deliberation. Spirits do deliberation. Your chi, they all embark on the journey to soften the way, smoothen the road for you. Then you physically will not have patience. You say, since you did this work, I'm not seeing results. I have one client like that, always disturbing. My children's visa. Why things and I say, wait. I have done the spiritual work. When the time comes, he say, you know, he wants that kind of magic something. And there was a place I saw him. He was testifying that they just worked for him immediately, and the visa came out. His children, they have taken them up. His children's visa have come out. This, that, and that. If, like say, I be bad dibia. Let's finish that one. But later he will know that it's that spiritual work that I did. That he was not patient enough to allow it to manifest. And I got from place to place. You didn't understand. Is it not foolishness? You know, so many DBS have, you know, reconfigured and rewired your brains that ordinary common sense you don't even have anymore. You see them as magicians. No. You will see it. Who told you? The people that use natural powers. Is that how it works? It takes time. Even people that go to shrine for the LOC to, you know, draw the depth for them. It takes time. Sometimes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And just one day, kaboom! You start striking them. Those people. Dead body will start dropping. And I say, hey, I even when I to invited ya. And it's like, it's now the LOC is working. Impatience have made a lot of people lose their blessing, walk out of their blessing, walk out of their destiny. Anyway, that is by the way. All I just want to tell is that some spiritual work takes time to get to the spiritual realm. It may even be up to 2 years or more. Except your spirit is in tune with the spirit mentioned above. Then you can see results very fast after your work, or your chi wants you to be remembered. Just remember that everybody's chi is not the same. Remember that everybody's spiritual guide is not the same. Remember that people differ. I said this before in one of my teaching. Time and season matters a lot. It's one factor. When you talk about hindrances to, you know, spiritual works, time and season, they matter a lot. They play prominent role. There are some people you do spiritual work for them, immediately to manifest. It means the spirits have been eager and they are waiting for the person to come in contact with them, for them to show, yes, that they exist. Some it will take months, some years. It depends. But during that time, there are other good things that are happening in their lives. So it's just that they are just focused on that one desire. Then the rest is inconsequential. That you are still alive, waiting for that the blessing to manifest. Is it not blessing on its own? Is it not answered a spiritual work on its own? Haven't you seen people after doing all the works and they are waiting for contracts? You just hear one day that the person don't buy. Where you go there do the contract now? You see him? Please, we should be careful with our mouth too. If you don't want to do the sacrifice for your road to open, stay there now, stay stagnant, and keep suffering your setback and retrogression. It's nobody's fault. It's not the DBS fault. If you don't know what to do. And if you are being guided, you will know that you are being guided. You're being guided properly. Except it's fake guidance. You will also know. Because if you are sensitive in the spirit, your spirit should talk to you and you should know. If you are being deceived, you always have that doubt, you know, that niggling feeling behind that something is wrong. Then that is when you will have to use your number 6 and know that something is wrong and try to find solution to it. Otherwise, if you are not feeling restless and the rest of it, stay calm, patience. You reap the reward of your labor. All right, sacrifice matters because sacrifice opens doors. I told you, sacrifice attracts mercy. Sacrifice adds longevity. You will live long when you continuously sacrifice. All those evil that is supposed to befall you will be taken away by your forces, will be taken away by your spiritual guide. They will fight for you. They will remove it. Is it accident? Whichever it is it kidnapper, ritualist, you falling victim, they will remove it, sweep it away because of those sacrifices you are doing. But you won't see that one. All you know is that you went out safely and you came back safely. You went to work safely, you came back safely. You traveled, nothing happened, you came back safely. You don't regard those ones as goodness, as goodies from your spiritual guide. It's only material things that you people term, yes, answers to requests, answers to sacrifice. Some sacrifice remove premature death. Sacrifice, speeds up spiritual process. Sacrifice can bring someone who is at the door of death. You bring him back to life. Sacrifice is so powerful that sacrifice is life. Sacrifice is the most powerful spiritual charm you can do. Know it today. This is the truth. Take sacrifice seriously because it's the biggest spiritual channel to receiving anything you ask from every power that dwells in nature. Every power that the universe gave to us. When you recognize the 4 market days, the date, the market day that you came to the world, all right? Assuming you are your chi is Chieke or Chiori or Chiafo, and you venerate every Afo, you venerate Afo, you do sacrifice on Afo day, even if it includes taking the sand and saying words. You put it in your water and you bathe with it. Even after doing that, you go inside, you bring some, you bring the grains and you sprinkle it for the birds in the air to feast on it. It's sacrifice. Okamajata. Rice, beans, millets. You sprinkle it, they come and take it. It's sacrifice. You pour it on the ground. The birds of the air will come. You have fed the air. Rain will fall on it. It will germinate and bring out food for other people. A sacrifice. Learn to give sacrifice. It's very good. Thank you for listening. This is me, Dibia Wangu Chendo, signing off. Please listen to the video responsibly. If there are any questions, you can drop your questions. Whenever I come online, I will reply you. And also bring your friends, ask them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. It's bye from Dibia Wangu Chendo.